right now, what I'm gonna give you guys today is something that we've never done with his hair before.
Andy. Andy Fate Master.
So in order to start this demonstration, I'm gonna use my skeleton Babyless trimmers. And as you guys can see, I'm using a comb here to push the hairs down and keep them down. Otherwise, they would be moving, and you see how the line comes out a little uncrispy? And as you guys can see, it's pretty consistent all the way through. You know, it has a nice flow pattern. I have enough fade zone through the back here and through the top in order to make it transition. Now I'm gonna go on to the other side and I'm gonna show you exactly what that'll look like in real time. So what I would do is I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna move right up to the point, but like, so as you guys can see, and on the hairline, I'm just barely going in, just enough to give me some sort of a skin to hair contrast. Then I'm gonna take my magic clip, cordless. So for this exercise, we're going to start with our lever back, and I'm gonna create about an inch guideline. Now, as you guys can see, I'm going straight in and straight out, straight up to where I wanna go. As you guys can see, one half of the blade is sitting on the head, the other half is kind of free floating. So once again, with the lever back, we're gonna come over here and we're gonna make the exact same guideline. I am going to use my half guard next. So I'm actually just letting it start from here, and I'm going straight up, and all the extra bulk that feeds into the clipper will get cut. Now I'm gonna continue to do the exact same onto the other side. So now I'm gonna take the one guard. I'm watching exactly how much hair goes into the clipper blade and how much hair is fed into the guard. All right, so now I'm gonna take my 1.5 guard and I'm gonna start with my lever back and I'm gonna go straight up with it. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I'm just going to free float over there. So starting with the lever back, straight up, just to remove the bulk. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tap here, and I'm gonna start to hit the line. As it may appear that I'm using the whole part of the blade, but I'm actually touching with one corner and then touching with the other. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna go here. I already lifted this part of the line, and then I'm gonna push it back, continue to lift the line. As you guys can see, I'm angling the blade as I get to the front, making sure that the shorter part is actually cutting a little bit more in the front as I lift it in the back, and moving the lever as I need to in order to cut shorter, longer, shorter, longer. This is where the majority of the catastrophes that I see start to happen. Lightly flicking this part of the line, pulling it back, and fading out this side part the same way I would fade out the line on the front. And now I'm gonna go on to the other side. See, the first things first is I'm gonna take the skeleton trimmer and I'm gonna start to mark off the back now. I'm gonna comb the hair down and I'm gonna start to frame out where that point is through the longer hair. So I'm going in here with just a corner and I'm gonna start to edge this down. I'm gonna start off with the first line in the middle. And then I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna mark this line, starting up and down, but moving towards the middle of the forehead. So up and down, starting to the middle, up and down, starting to the middle. So for this, we're gonna start to soak the top of the hair. So I'm going to start by sectioning off the crown area. I'm gonna pull the hair in that direction. I'm gonna make sure that my fingers are supporting that shape. And then I'm gonna make sure to cut into sections using my Hanzos and making sure that the hair is cut consistently all the way through. I'm going in here now, pulling the section, cutting across, pulling the section, cutting across. Grab your sections and making sure that your hand stays completely square as you go to the outside. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a small amount of matte paste here, and I'm gonna start to massage the matte paste into the hair all the way down into the root. So using high heat, I'm gonna start just directing the hair up. So now I'm gonna take a bit more of that matte paste, just a tiny bit. And all I wanna do is I wanna go in there and top off these tips. So there you guys have it. We now just demonstrated a textured top with a Mohawk. Some nice flow, skin on the sides, clean goatee.